three parallel lines, transversals. I can evaluate parallel lines and transversal lines.
Good. So we got parallels and we got transversals. So let's go through the vocab really quick because if you don't know the vocab, you can't do the lesson. Parallel lines are two lines that will never, ever, ever what? Intersect. Perpendicular lines are two lines that intersect and do what? How many right angles do perpendicular lines form?
4.
4 right angles. Now I'm going to throw this out to you. This is not something you need to know yet, but there is a symbol for perpendicular. Does anybody know it? You know it?
Isn't like sort
That's
of
perpendicular. So it is an upside down T. So for example, if I said this was line A and this was line B, if I said A is perpendicular to B, we know that all of these angles right here form 90-degree angles, right? Okay? Okay, cool. So we'll come back to that later on. Corresponding angles. Okay, corresponding angles are angles that sit in a similar position. You can only have corresponding angles if you have parallel lines cut by a transversal, right? So right here, these are actual, you guys, on your tests, you will see these markings. When you see a marking with one half moony thing, and you see another marking with one half moony thing, that means they're corresponding. That means they're the exact same angle, just in a different spot. So therefore, you know they're corresponding. They are congruent. They are not only congruent, congruent also means equal. Now, if they have to identify a second pair of corresponding lines, they might do two half moony things here, right? And though that also means that they're corresponding. You with me? Okay, and then a line that cuts two lines is called a transversal. Okay, is this your transversal right here? Yes, because it's cutting two lines. Interior, inside, exterior, outside. Cool. The power of a transversal, if you have a transversal line, you know that special rules start happening, right?
Yes.
Okay, so now you know that these corresponding markers right here, this blue and this blue, that blue and that blue means that those angles are the exact same angle, right? They're just sitting in a different spot. And then the greens, they're the exact same, yes or no?
Yes.
And the reds are the exact same, yes or no?
Yes.
And the blacks are the exact same, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Cool. And this is only the case if your line A and B are what?
Parallel.
Line A and B must be what?
Parallel.
Parallel. I wish you guys would answer right away, not the second time I asked. Okay, that means you're all with me, not just John or a couple other people. Okay, number 9. First thing you're going to know is that A and B, line A and line B are what? Parallel. And they're intersected by line T, which is the
Transversal.
And because you have parallel lines intersected by a transversal, do we have special rules?
Yes.
Yes. And I think the only thing I gave you was this. I gave you 70. Did you figure out the rest of the red angles on your own?
Yes.
Yes. You figured out what each of the red angles or the angles written in red were just based on your corresponding rules, your vertical rules, your rules of straight lines, which are 180 degrees, and so on. Okay, sliding down to number 10. Before we get too far. Again, X and Y are parallel. T is the
Transversal.
You guys now know that angle 3 and angle 6 are the exact same angles, right?
Yes.
But the only way you knew that up until this particular note was you knew that angle 6 and angle 2 were what?
Corresponding.
And corresponding angles means they have the same measurement, right?
Yes.
And if angle 6 corresponds to angle 2 is what compared to 3?
Vertical.
Which means they're the exact same measurement. So the only reason you knew 6 and 3 were the same is because of 6 and 2 being corresponding and 2 and 3 being vertical. But do we want to bypass that into a shortcut by understanding why 6 and 3 are congruent?
Yes.
So we went down to this thing called alternate interior angles. What about alternate interior angles? What about them?
They're congruent.
And then we did this thing called alternate exterior angles, and what about them?
They're
They're
congruent.
congruent. So let's go back up to 6 and 3. Is angle 6, I'm going to use a different color, is angle 6 on the inside of our parallel lines?
Yes.
Is angle 3 on the inside of our parallel lines?
Yes.
Are they alternating our transversal?
Yes.
So in other words, they're on opposite sides of our transversal? So therefore 6 and 3 are?
Congruent.
What about 5 and 4?
Congruent.
Because of
Alternate.
alternate what?
Interior angle.
Okay, is angle 7 congruent to angle 2?
Yes.
Because of what? Is angle A congruent to angle 1?
Yes.
Because of
Exterior.
questions. When we say alternate, we mean they're alternating the
Transversal